It's your daily dose of Donna. Welcome to the show. Today is Monday, August 25th. It's official. We are post daily Doserslive. My brain is a little fried after such an incredible weekend. I can't wait to break it down with all of you guys who I met. So many of you who are already in the audience and in the chat. I can't believe how many of you guys I got to not only meet, I got to hug, I got to dance with. I mean, what a party. What a fun party. It was really such an incredible time. I felt like I could pinch myself all weekend long. It was out of this world, out of this world. And what was so cool about it, the best part about it, was that I was able to meet all of you guys. And then a lot of you guys said that you listen on Apple or listen on Spotify or watch the replay. So many of you guys hadn't even been like, you never were on the live feed. And I'm like, oh, there's so many people that don't listen live. It was just so cool. I can't even tell you. I have so much to talk about. So let me do the intro. Let's listen to the song. Let's talk about all of it. And I'll tell you guys how you will also be able to watch the show and get access to a lot of the night. I have so much to tell you. Aunt Clara's here in the comments too. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. So much to tell you guys. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We also hit 50,000 subscribers on Friday. I can't get over it. So thank you for being here and subscribing and helping me hit 50,000 subscribers in 2 years over on Daily Dose of Donna. What a freaking amazing feat. That's because of you guys. Everyone, make sure to subscribe and like the video as you jump on in here. It's your Daily Dose of Donna. You guys, let me know in the comments if you met my mom, if you met Dylan, my son Dylan, if you met Lance. Wow. All right. Do you guys want a little recap of Doserslive? I imagine you would, right? You're not here just for the gossip about other people. I'm sure you want a little bit of a Doserslive recap. Let's pull up my stories, right? Let's pull up my stories. Oh my gosh, I see you guys in the comments. I see Letty, who brought me to tears with her card. Oh my gosh, Letty. Can I just tell you for a second? I'm not going to embarrass you and read the card, but I did before the show started. So, yeah. So if you guys are here for the gossip, you're going to want to fast forward. If you're here for just the fun, personal stuff, then stick around. I will get into gossip soon, but I will tell you, it's been a lot of buildup. And I'll go really into detail on Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, I didn't release one yesterday because I was done. And I had to go back to the studio to pick up all of the stuff that we left there because it was a late night and I just wanted to get home because of the babysitter. We had Oliver, the younger kid, at home and the puppy and stuff. So we had to get home. And so I went back there yesterday. I couldn't do a Patreon. So I will do a Patreon this week. But the video of the actual show will be out on Patreon in the next sometime soon. Lance has all the footage, but Lance is on Dancing with the Stars starting today. He's filming Dancing with the Stars starting today. So he's going to have a hard time getting all the footage soon, but we will get it very soon. We will get it. And I'm going to edit it together and I'm going to have it available on Patreon. So make sure to subscribe to my Patreon to get all the real good tea about what happened behind the scenes and all of that. But before the show started, we were hanging out in what I'll call the green room. It's like the prep room because Lance owns the studio and it's a stage where the party was. And then attached to it where you guys the guests weren't really allowed to be in is where all the gear is. He has a huge part of the room, a huge part of the building is filled with camera rental stuff. And that's where the podcast studio is, and, where I film whenever I do where I did the Chris Hansen podcast and stuff. And there's a huge prep area And that's where we were all hanging out. That's like what we called the green room. And like my nerves were going right before. I wasn't nervous necessarily to talk to you guys or to be on this. You just want everything to go right. I was nervous, like, what if no one shows up? Or what if this, what if that? And right before it started, I got Dylan, who works, there's a guy that his name is Dylan, and he works for Lance. And he was great. He did a lot of the sound stuff and the lighting. And shout out Dylan. And so he came in and he gave me a card. Uh, I believe it was Dylan that gave me the card. And he goes, maybe it was Lance. Maybe it was Lance, actually. I can't even remember. And he gave it and he was like, this is from Letty. And I was like, Letty, yes. And I remember Letty. She's in the Facebook group, Patreon, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And I had never met Letty yet. And Letty, and I hate to put like you on the spot, Letty, but I just want to say, Letty wrote a card. And I'm not going to say personally what was on it, but it was handwritten and it was so long. And it was exactly, and I did read it to Stu and Zach, who were sitting there, but it's exactly why podcasters, creators, and stuff continue to do it. Someone asked, I want to say Jennifer asked in the live show, what's your motivation? What are your creators' motivations to keep doing this, to keep coming back and doing this every day, every day, every day? And my answer is you guys. And I'm not even joking about that. Like, this is not a trying to be nice, like trying to be sweet. It's truly this. It's the community. It's the connection with you guys. I wouldn't do this show if it wasn't the live aspect. I love that everyone can listen later. I understand not everyone's available live, but I love the live community. And that's why the live show was so important to me, because to see and meet and hug and talk and see your faces back. And that's why I love doing those live Patreon Zooms, the happy hours, is really important to me, because that's, I think, like the motivation. So to know that I'm making a difference in your guys' life, whether that's making you laugh or just making you forget about your struggles or just making you feel like you're not alone in any capacity, it's really, really cool for me. And I think that's like really special. So thank you so much, Letty, for sending me that card. And for everyone else that flew out or drove out or got a hotel room or got a babysitter or just, even whatever, just found a way to get there even for 5 seconds. It was so, so special. I can't believe that you guys did that. That was amazing. I met so many of you. Stay Body. I just saw Stay Body was here. My bodysuits that I wear. Everyone always says, who has the bodysuit? Stay Body. Yes, she's here in the comments. Stay Body. Of course, Robin Portman, who I always talk about. She was dancing. I got to meet her husband, Vito. Maddie was here, and we got to have dinner on Friday night. I love Maddie and her daughter, Madison, so much. She sat next to my son, Dylan, in the front row. My 80-year-old stepdad was in the front row. Okay, my 80-year-old stepdad doesn't know who Taylor Swift was. And he was sitting in the front row next to my mom, next to my 12-year-old son, Dylan. And we still talked about Zach's sex life. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We talked about the Menendez brothers. We talked about Real Housewives of OC. Stu is gung-ho for Katie on the Real Housewives of OC. You would think she has something on him. It's wild. Miguel Luciano was also on the panel. Now, I announced him the day before the show. A lot of you guys actually were wondering where Sarah Fraser was. Sarah Fraser was a announced guest. She was actually going to open the show for me. She's been very, very open about her pregnancy. If you guys don't know who Sarah Fraser is, she's a podcaster. She's had the Sarah Fraser show for a long time. She's phenomenal. She's a good friend of mine. She is newly pregnant with her second child. She had a really hard time getting pregnant, and she speaks about it very publicly on her show. She had to use a donor, etc. And she is struggling because she has all this, she has a hematoma. And so she has breakthrough bleeding, and she's on a modified bed rest. I spoke to her 2 days before the event. She says, I don't know how much standing I'm going to be able to do. I don't know how much energy. I said, I'm not going to be responsible for, God forbid, something happening to you and that baby. So I didn't want her to come out and put herself in a position where she was putting her body and that baby in a strange or uncomfortable position. So I said, please, please, please don't do that to yourself. And I love her very much. She was so sweet. And then she bought a ticket. She didn't come, and she bought a ticket just to support me. That's a good friend. She's such a dear. So send Sarah Fraser love. But I have been following Miguel Luciano. And if you guys don't know who Miguel Luciano is, he is the guy that does all the housewives impressions. He is the funniest guy online right now, I think. I think he's one of the funniest people to follow. I've been sharing him on my stories. Let me show you him on right now. I've been sharing him on my stories regularly, not because I knew he was going to do the show, just because I adored him. And then all of a sudden, I reached out to him. He started following me, and I reached out to him and I was like, how can I get you over to Doserslive? He lives here in LA. He's an actor. He's an acting coach. He actually works for an acting studio that I know from when I was an acting coach and a casting director. And he was so kind. He was like, let's do it. He came over. He was so amazing. In real life, we were fast friends. Like, he and I are going out to dinner soon. I'm in love with him. Sorry, Zach. He's never going to be Zach. Zach is always going to be my top dog, but I love Miguel. He's like, I think he's like, honestly, he's Zach Peter in a different font. It's kind of weird. Does anyone else feel that way? Now, if you guys don't know who he is, let me just show you like a little. Did I ever show you him and Ramona doing their little thing? Watch this.
Sometimes when you have a little too much Pinot Grigio, you start seeing double. And you know what? Know what? And you know what? It's really great to be here with my 50 best girlfriends. And by 50, I mean one. Seriously? And it's you. You know what? You're my favorite girlfriend.
So I showed that, and then I introduced him. But he also does a great Bethany.
Ice Cream University. Surprise! We love a good Jill Zarin surprise. Iconic. Can you say the iconic hi? Hi. I like our Picasso. We're good. Insane. So good.
He's so good. He could jump right into Bethany. He can jump right into Luann, right into Ramona. He's so good at all of the housewives. He's friends with so many of the housewives because he doesn't make fun of them. He does a really good job just doing them. Look at him doing Dorinda here. It's so good with Candace Bushnell, who wrote Sex and the City.
Here's the thing, let me tell you something. If you're going to talk about me, you can talk about me. But you know what? Don't come up to me and extend a hand to me and tell me, how you doing? How you doing? Tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
He is phenomenal at what he does. And the best part about him is he's just so grateful and so kind and so lovely, like lovely. And I say that true, like with my whole heart. Anyway, he was part of the panel. And then Molly Dare, who is my bestie. And she came out and she was great. And then it turned into a full dance party. Shots, so many shots. And not just me. Everyone took shots. We had a bunch of ladies shaking their asses. Okay. Let me tell you, things got wild. There was a train. And by a train, I mean a bunch of people. We had a content creator train going on. It was me. It was Lauren Knighty from the Court of Random Opinion. It was Katie Pope from TikTok, the attorney. It was Little Girl Attorney she reports on Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. By the way, she came. I had no idea she was coming. She comes over to me. She goes, Donna, Little Girl Attorney. I said, oh my God. I had no idea she was coming. We had Zach Peter. All of us were we were like a Baldoni train. It was awkward. It was fun. Lauren Knighty, hysterical. She said she cow tipped herself. Lauren Knighty is the funniest person alive. She cow tipped herself. She goes, I was the cow. Like she went down. Lauren Knighty is one of the funniest people you'll ever hang out with in your entire life. Letty was the first woman on the dance floor, I'll have you know. But I do want to pull out one comment that I see earlier. And I'm just going to, you put it in the comments, Aunt Clara. So I'm putting it out there. Aunt Clara goes, I'm a bit frightened, hoping I'm not on film. I got quite wasted. That was a sign of a good party. Aunt Clara got wasted. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have an open bar. Shout out to the Ice Cactus here in LA, a bartender extraordinaire. Amazing drinks, incredible drinks. Here was our drink list, you guys. Let me show you our drink list. I kept this. Well, you could get any drinks you wanted. Like we had all the basics. You know, we had vodka, tequila, we had wine, rosé, prosecco, everything. Open bar all night long. All night long, you guys. I took care of you. But what I wanted to show you was our specialty drinks, which I didn't want to share until what is just show me all my pictures, like media types. Why did iPhoto like become so difficult? Does anyone notice that? Like photos are difficult now to look at. The whole app of photos is not like helpful in life. It's like I can't figure out how to just look at photos. I just want to look at my photos. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna X out of photos and I'm gonna just open it again. Just like show me all my photos. I guess I can't. Okay. 13 albums. I don't want to look at albums. I just want to look at all my photos. View photos. Okay. View library. There you go. Why is that so difficult? Why'd they do that to us, Apple? So ridiculous. So the specialty cocktails, I came up with them with the planners. Shout out Amy, Kelley, and Carly. They were the girls in the sparkles that helped me plan the event. And here we go. Here are the photos. No, that's not. I will show you guys all of the 3 specialty cocktails that we had. I think the most popular one was the first. We had the Karen Rita, which was a skinny margarita. And we had It Ends with Olives, which was a dirty martini. And we had the Sprinkler Spritz, which was an Aperol Spritz. So yummy. So good. Anyway, shout out to them. And then Le Petit Cartes is a mom at my kid's school, and she was phenomenal. And she did the dessert table, which was bomb diggity. It was so good. Anyway, it was a great night. Lori Fusara was the photographer. I'm going to get the professional photos done, and shout out F22 Studios for having the event, and DJ Alex Mejia, who did the amazing DJ services. It was phenomenal. Thank you so much for being part of the event. You guys all did a great job. And now I am ready to get into the show. More on Patreon. You will be able to see the entire show and everything else. And before we get into Brittany Cartwright dating a married man, what the F? Brittany, come on, get a better picker. And then we're going to get into Kelley Wolf, some Blake Lively drama. We'll talk about Lil Nas X, and maybe we'll touch on a little Real Housewives of OC and the Kiki Monique of it all. But I want to tell you that this week is brought to you by I choose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. And you can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. That's why top health leaders like Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Jeremy London are all behind Function Health. Most people think if I have low iron, I'll take an iron supplement. No big deal. But having low iron might not be the issue, and supplementation could actually backfire. See, iron plays several essential roles. It's part of hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in the blood, and it supports both energy production and immune function. But in order to be absorbed, transported, and stored properly, iron relies on ferritin and copper. Ferritin is your iron storage protein. Think of it like a bank. Low ferritin means the body's reserves are running low. High ferritin can reflect iron overload or other stress in the body, since ferritin also rises during illness or inflammation. Copper, on the other hand, is essential for mobilizing iron from storage. So without enough copper, iron can get stuck in tissues, unable to be used. Our bodies are pretty freaking amazing. Now that I think about it, we're like machines. Copper, ferritin, iron. I mean, seriously, we literally are machines. The best approach to see a more complete picture is testing your levels of all three, the iron, the ferritin, and copper. And you can do all of this through Function. You guys, I went to Function. I actually went to the lab through Function, but I got my blood tested 2 times over the course of 10 days. I got all my results, all my biomarkers. I'm able to see which ones I'm in range, which ones I'm out of range, and you can do it too. It's super easy. The website is super easy to read. You can learn more and join using my link. The first 1,000 of you get a $100 credit towards your membership. Visit www.functionhealth.com/Dana, that's DANA, or use code DANA, DANA 100 at sign up to own your health. Okay, thank you, Function. Oh my God, I just got tagged in something, you guys, that I have to show you. This is so freaking ridiculous and annoying. Did you guys know what August 25th is? Other than being the best Monday ever because we're here together, all together. Did you guys know what August 25th is? I just got tagged by my friend Brienne. She's a doser. Oh my God, let me share this with you. Parade magazine. Yeah. Rose Wild. Happy birthday, Roses Wild. It's your birthday, but it's Blake Lively's birthday. I had no idea. Ew. But also, no, I mean, I'm not going to say ew. I mean, it's her birthday. Sorry, I didn't want to share that again. I wanted to share this post from Parade Magazine. What is this? Grab your confetti. It's August 25th, and we're celebrating today's birthday icons: Blake Lively, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Gene Simmons. Kind of tracks, by the way, that she has a birthday with Billy Ray Cyrus and Gene Simmons. Like, just chaos seekers, right? She's chaos. She and them, they're chaos seekers. And let me tell you something. If they start calling her 37 in any article ever again, I'm going to be very, very clear that she's no longer 37. They've been calling her 37 for the last 5 years. What is this? Like, why does she get such huge billing for Parade magazine? No one works harder than Leslie Sloan. Kris Jenner has taken a vacation for Leslie Sloan to step right in. Step right in. Step right in. I guess since we're there, I'll just start off and just do a little bit of a Blake Lively story because we do want to get into some crazy mental health stories with Kelley Wolf and Lil Nas X. And then, of course, Brittany Cartwright. But let's just get the Blake over with because I just feel so ugh. I don't want to talk too much about it. And I'll tell you really fast, if you're here to talk about this James Vituska story, if you guys don't know anything about James Vituska, then you've come to the right place because neither do I. And you think I'm joking. I know that I am I report on this story. I know that I'm supposed to, know all the ins and outs of everything. But I found a picture or I found a comment, like a exchange on Reddit. And I screenshot it and I tagged Zach. I'm sorry, I screenshot it and I sent it to Zach Peter. And I said, this is me about James Vituska because I have zero idea anything about this James Vituska shit. I don't care. I don't know. And this is what it is. It says, I've tried so hard to keep up with the James V stuff. Does anyone want to leave an easy to follow list from events and explain it to me like I'm 5? And the other person says, at this point, I need all the names and what each person's role is, like a play. Second, that I missed a few days and it's all too much to read. Who even is this guy? And that's me. James Vituska, James Shut the fuck up, shka. That's what I want to say. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not in it for the James. You know what it feels like? The James Vituska is the guy from the Daily Mail who said sexual assault instead of sexual harassment. It feels like we're doing a story on Kato Kalin from the O.J. Simpson case. It's like a deep cut. We're on the D-list, C-list level of the story. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have the time for James Vituska. I don't want to do stories on the James Vituska of it. I want to do the story about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Sorry. If that means that you are not interested in following me about the James, if you want to know more about James Vituska, please go and watch. I'm sure amazing creators are doing deep dives on that. You're not going to find it here because I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Here's my photographer, Lori, editing photos from Doserslive. So I'm at the computer. Photographer Lori did such a good job. Okay. I can't wait to see them. So James Vituska can go Vituska himself off to another island for all I care about. I don't care. Now, Blake Lively announces that she's doing a new film for Lionsgate, a rom-com with my boy, Jonah Platt's father, Mark Platt. If you guys don't know who Jonah Platt is a mensch beyond belief. He is the host of Being Jewish. He's a former Broadway star. He's an actor. He is a friend of mine. I love Jonah. I say this dearly. We were just DMing over the weekend. He's phenomenal. His father is also phenomenal. Mark Platt is a great, wonderful producer. He's behind some of the biggest and best movies of our time. And also the dead Snow White, sadly. Thank you, MC High Life. Sorry I couldn't make it to Doserslive. Love you, Donna, and huge congrats on 50K. Aw, that was so sweet. I hope to see you another time, but thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Now, why did Mark Platt decide to team up with Blake Lively is beyond me. I'm not going to ask Jonah. I don't want to get involved there. I do believe there's some higher power that's kind of forcing them into it. There's connections. That's my guess without knowing the ins and outs. Maybe one day I'll be able to find out the details. He knows a thing or two about being with difficult actresses. Rachel Zegler, anyone? Remember that whole drama that happened between Mark Platt and Rachel Zegler? If you don't remember, do a little Googling of what happened between the two of them. I don't think this is the first time he's ever had to work with a difficult actor. I'm sure he's done this before. I also believe that Blake Lively will never, ever, for a long time at least, be problematic or difficult on set for a very long time. I do believe that she's going to be on her best behavior. I don't know if she can help herself, but I have a feeling that when you know that you're being watched like a hawk, you'll probably change your behavior. That's my guess. Now, I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Kelley says the articles say Mark Platt is in talks, so it doesn't seem he has committed. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see if there's any new news about it. Deadline, Mark Platt. I always go to Deadline first because that's usually the like the most recent, like the most legit stuff. I mean, it's really just the Hollywood Reporter article. I mean, it's saying that it's actually happening. But here's very, very interesting information. The majority of people that came out say it's, the comment section is not good. Okay? The comment section are the people. The people are like revolting. What the F is happening? Why are people signing any movie to do with her right now, especially in the middle of litigation? Truly, does this make any sense? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. She's in the middle of litigation where she is claiming a man SH'd her. She is going after someone for apparent, if it wasn't for the SH, If it was just for the retaliation smear campaign, then I can see it. But she's claiming a man SH'd her, and there's overwhelming an amount of evidence or lack of evidence on her part. There's so many examples of people saying that she is challenging on set. There's so much out there and has been for so long of her being difficult on set. So it just doesn't seem like the time I think that you would be like, yeah, let's bring her in for another movie. It's very, very strange. But it does definitely feel suspect. The timing feels a little suspect. So that's why I do believe that there's higher powers. You always have to remember the WME connection. It's all about PR. It's all about PR. Yes, Not Actually Golden brought it down pretty good about why she has to make it look like she's trying to work. There's a definite plus and minus. Like some people could say this looks great for her right now because she's definitely, it looks like she's thriving. She is thriving. She's working her butt off. She's doing so well. Clearly, her hair care, her Betty Boos, all these new flavors are coming out, all this new lines of hair care, and all these new Target is holding it. And she's got this commercial and she's got this. And then look, now she's got a new movie and she's got this and she's got that. But at the same time, she also has this whole claim that like she's in struggles. Look at what the smear campaign has done to her. It's taken her down. But I don't know exactly what the end result is. I don't know. There is always a reason for everything. However, if you notice, all of those text messages that were unsealed about a week ago, the ones that we all covered a week ago, the ones that were about, Jed, how much Jed got paid, the ones that talked about, we covered so many and days ago are now getting press. Are you noticing that? Just today, if you Google Blake Lively just today, now I feel like I'm Ashley Brianna Eve. If you Google Blake Lively right now, because it's all about press for Blake Lively, right? I'll make it bigger for you guys. Bombshell court documents reveal smear campaign against Blake Lively. What? Judge unseals text messages and emails in Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively lawsuit. Okay, that's not bad. Bombshell smear campaign texts and emails in Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively legal drama unsealed by judge. Blake Lively makes comeback with new rom-com after Justin Baldoni scandal. Hold on. This is a good one. Blake Lively has gained an unfavorable reputation among directors. Gossip Girl turns 38. But this is crazy. The first one, Daily Mail, judge unseals bombshell smear campaign texts and emails in Blake Lively. That was the first one that came up. What? Like, what is that? That's insane. This is by Josh Boswell, which is actually quite interesting if you think about it, because Josh Boswell is a reporter that, is a good friend of Zach's now. He's been on, I don't know, good friend, but he's been on Zach's show multiple times. He was on Zach's panel for his LA show. I met him, very nice guy, but he reports very, very fairly. And he's reported anti-Blake Lively coverage. He's reported pro-Blake Lively coverage. So it's very interesting. But my friend Molly, who doesn't cover this Enrique, he's also very handsome. Yes, we're just telling facts, only facts here. But he was talking about this is very, very, Molly she's not in the ins and outs of this case. She just sees the headlines. So she sends me a text earlier and she saw the New York Post Instagram. And if you go on Instagram, New York Post, who doesn't cover this, regularly, covers very general, but randomly posts this. I'll show you what New York Post posts. The New York Post's posted. They post bombshell text messages, bombshell smear campaign texts and emails in Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively drama, unsealed by judge. And in the caption, it says, allegedly proving that Justin Baldoni orchestrated a smear campaign against Blake Lively. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what this reminds me a lot of? Well, I can't really say exactly what it reminds me of here, but I'll tell you on Patreon exactly what this reminds me of. It's so clearly, it's like you gotta, and I imagine PR, Justin Baldoni's PR team right now, or his legal team, or just Justin Baldoni and his family right now are like bracing. Like you kind of almost have to like brace for impact, right? Okay, you guys, brace for impact. We're coming into a tough week. Brace for impact. This is what we're going to have to do. You're going to have to prep for impact because we are going to get a lot of hate right now. They're coming at us. Because if you're not reading the details and if you don't know what's going on, you're going to see this and you're going to be like, wow, it's over. I knew it. And for some reason, you're not able to see the comments right now. I mean, I hate when that happens. I want you guys to see what the comments were on that because I saw Shasti wrote a comment. Here we go. Shasti says, it only proves he was defending himself against her. There is still no evidence of any smear campaign against Blake Lively. No mention in any communications that they wanted her to look bad. Nothing. So that's the point. Yes, there was social media work, but there was no actual proof that they wanted her to look bad. That's not a smear campaign. And someone else, look, Bree here goes, I love Blake. Always thought she was innocent of the libel. I'm glad she's vindicated. See, there's idiots like that will not read and will not dive deeper than the headlines. I was just on TikTok and some girl said, some guy was talking about how the world is so scared of reading the articles and reading the books. All they want to do is just get the quick headline. Even on Google right now, if you go to Google and you type anything, they're going to give you the option to go to AI, like ChatGPT, go to videos, and now they're even giving you the options to go to short videos. So if you want the answer to anything, you may not even stick around to watch a whole YouTube. You'll just go to watch a short or a TikTok. People don't have the patience to really read and to get all the information. They just want the click. Someone just said in the comment, save me the click. What is this about? Right? How many times do you see an article or an Instagram post from People Magazine or Us Weekly and the first comment's like, I'll save you the click. This is what it is. They could be saying something completely wrong and we will all believe it. Save you the click. Pigs are flying. Oh, okay. So people aren't reading and they're believing whatever they see. That's why like PR is so... That's why these like smear campaign, they believe that the smear campaign happened because people, they don't believe that people just believe whatever they see. It's really, really crazy. Anyway, that's where we are with the Blake Lively of it all. That's what I'm going to talk about in terms of Blake Lively. If you guys want more on the James Batuska and all the legal stuff, you can find other people to cover it. We're going to move on and talk about some other things today. Okay. Someone asked earlier in a comment, I saw it and I skipped it. And I want to go back about my Stay Body just because I love her so much and I want to support her. Stay Body, STABODY. They're the best bodysuits on the market. You guys always ask me about them. I'm going to just pull it up here. If you use code DailyDose, you will get 10% off your order. I am obsessed with these bodysuits because look at them. You can take them off to go to the bathroom. Look at that. You just pull it down to go to the bathroom. It's a little thong underwear. It's so great. You have tank tops, you have long sleeves, you have a whole different kinds, all the colors. They sit so well, washable. Amazing. STABODY. Use code Daily Dose. Support a doser. Best quality. Okay. Let's move on and talk about oh, there's the code. Thank you so much. Let's talk about Kelley Wolf and Lil Nas, because it's kind of like connected. Look at this. Robin says, I bought the Stay bodysuits and I really like them. Amber says, I wore my Stay body on the flight over to LA. They're amazing. Oh my God, I love that. I hope you met them. I hope you met her over in the at the party. Sister Wives trailer. We have a Sister Wives trailer. That reminds me. I have to show you guys when Cody, a little bit of Sister Wives towards the end of the show. I'll do that. We'll do Sister Wives at the end of the show because that's my bread and butter of my Sister Wives. If I don't bring back Sister Wives on this show, then who even am I? Who even am I? God. Okay. Let's get into Kelley Wolf. What? I will start with a disclaimer. I am a mother. I am a mommy, a mamacita, and I have a heart. So this is heartbreaking, what's going on with Kelley Wolf. Heartbreaking. At the same time, it's being covered by Page Six. It's being covered by Daily Mail. It's being covered by People. It's being covered by all these articles. So it is news. It's entertainment news. It's also heartbreaking. It's so fucked. I can't stop watching. Tell me in the comments if you're with me on this one. Kelley Wolf, I've covered her now a few times on this show. She's Scott Wolf's ex-wife. Scott Wolf is the actor from Party of Five. He's been on multiple things. Kelley Wolf, from my non-doctoral abilities, but my therapist friend told me what she believes she has seen is, her symptoms seem to be very bipolar related, manic, unmedicated. She is drinking heavily. From what we can see, there's a lot of alcohol. There is a lot of smoking, God knows what else. She is up at all hours, posting, going live. She is, yes, thank you, Christina, who is posting the 988 Lifeline is an easy to remember 3-digit number that anyone can call to receive support when experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or a substance use related crisis. This is very important. It's giving very similar vibes of like a Britney Spears situation. But what's so hard about this, even though Britney is a mother too, it's just like, it's really, really hard to see this because it felt so like she was living like us, right? She felt very much like everything just felt so, I don't want to use the word normal, but just so calm in their lives from a outsider's perspective. Everything just seemed so fine and normal. She, they lived what seemed like a very happy, fine life. People that know them for years always had nothing but positive things to say. And they have 3 beautiful kids, all under 18. So I think they range from like 16 down to like 11 or something. 2 boys and a girl. And clearly in the last year, she's really, really started to spiral mentally. I believe there's been a lot of infidelity, obviously a lot of addiction type of stuff, and her marriage has fallen apart. They announced the divorce, and then slowly after that, not slowly, very fast after that, it was manic posting, and then very quickly she started to post wild content. She got taken into 2, as far as we know, 2 involuntary psychiatric holds. Got out of them. Stories she talks about on her stories and on her lives are rambling. I believe that she is not being honest in multiple stories. I don't think that she has any rhyme or reason about what is reality and what is not. It feels incredibly. She says that they call her. she's like, everyone calls me crazy. Everyone calls me schizophrenic. They call me bipolar. They say I have delusions of grandeur, and they are wrong. I'm fine. I'm okay. They are wrong. She has now moved on to a level of posting incredible personal content. Before this, in the last week, her content was every night going out, every night going out, drinking at different bars and getting kicked out of all of them. Now, remember, it's very inconsistent with your brain because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say something really honestly. She is so beautiful and put together. Even though she's like, always in the same kind of like hat and skirt, she's so gorgeous and well-spoken even. Even when she's rambling, she never seems like out of control. That it really is like difficult to reconcile for our brains, I think. Do you guys find that weird? Because normally when you think of someone that's like gone there, it's like Britney Spears. You think of someone that's just like, ooh, but you don't feel that when you watch her because she feels very in control. So it's like hard to reconcile. But clearly something's not right because she's been talking over and over about how she keeps getting kicked out and banned from multiple establishments in Park City. So at first it was one bar, and then it was the next bar. And she kept saying it was the bar's fault. That bar is an asshole. That owner is horrible. They are the worst. Don't go there. They used to be amazing. And this is what she's doing, is constantly blaming the person, the other person. Those people are bad people. That person is a bad friend. They used to be amazing. They're a horrible person. She is bad. He is bad. She is bad. He is bad. And rather than ever internalizing, am I the drama? Am I the problem? Am I the issue? And that is incredibly scary. So I believe it was Friday night. I can't remember what night because all my nights are getting a little mixed up with this weekend. It was so intense. It started to get like code red. You keep thinking it's going to get better and it never gets better. And it keeps getting even worse. So one night she posts a text message between her and I want to say like Molly and I have been texting this back and forth. So hopefully I have like screenshots of a lot of these. But she posted on one night, she posted a picture. I don't think I have it, but she posted a text message with one of her roommates from Real World. I want to say this was like Thursday night. And it was Julie from the Real World. And if you ever watch Real World New Orleans, Julie Real World was not her favorite person. And she was also a little like wackadoodle on this reunion that we watched a couple years ago. But she reached out to her in what seemed like quite a kind way. Hey, Kelley, it's Julie. How are you? And Kelley said, and the reason we know this is because she posted the entire text. And Kelley said, Real World? What? How did you get my number, you psycho? And Julie goes, whoa, I was just checking in on you. And she's like, why would you check on me? You're crazy. You're an effing nut. Like Kelley lost it on her. And then she was like, I'm going to block you. But she screenshot the text, posted on her stories with the phone number. So she posted Julie from the Real World's public phone number or private phone number publicly on her Instagram stories. Then not 2 minutes later, she posted a text message with Scott Wolf, okay, with her actual ex-husband on her Instagram stories, talking about like the fact that she is never going to stop. She's going to be fighting for him forever, or fighting for her kids forever. I'm coming. I need to see them tonight. This is insane. You will never stop. Oh, mother, I need to. And she goes, here, this was on, I believe this was on Thursday. It's, you guys, it's really, really intense. it's because the kids are involved, which is, I think, the absolute worst part about this. And the fact that we're seeing private text messages of hers and Scott's is wild. She goes, please. He goes, I'm sorry. It's best you stay away from them and me. Don't come to the house. I'm begging you to leave them alone. You are torturing them. Miller called me sobbing from what you said to him. He's terrified of the things you said you would do. Please let them be. She goes, yes, sir. My apologize, kind master. Gross. You are losing your way, kiddo. Whelp. I tried to save you from yourself and suicide and depression, but hey, I am their mother, bro. So I'll just sit 500 feet away, smoking, waiting for a little bitch to grow up. And then on the side, she goes, well, shucks. I guess I'll just go bang a cowboy. Darn it. This was Thursday night. Okay. Now, this broke my heart. Miller, as far as I can remember, I believe is their middle son. Someone told me, and I can't remember exactly who told me, that like most likely what this text message probably was, someone DM'd me that their friend was in a situation like this where the ex-husband was texting the kids stuff like, if I don't see you, it's better off that I just leave this earth, or like something just really, really sad and really horrible. So the son is probably getting these scary, scary text messages from their mother and crying hysterically because they're scared, and sending it to dad or going to dad and saying like, what do I do? I'm scared about mommy, like something horrible like that. But he has to protect his kids. So he's like, I'm begging you. And then what's the next step? Does he block his kid's mom from his kids, like on their phone? What do you do? What do you do as a dad? What do you do as a mom if you're in this situation? What do you do as a parent? But why do we see this? Why, as a parent, are you sharing this with the world? Clearly, you think that you're going to get like the public on your side, but this doesn't make me feel bad for Kelley. This makes me feel bad for the kids and Scott, because we've seen what has been happening. But it doesn't stop there, right? It doesn't stop. So that was on Thursday. And then the next day, she is continuing. And she, Page 6 or New York Post or whatever, they post that she loses her lawyers. Her lawyers are now dropping her. Of course they are, because she's unhelpable. Is that a word? She's unable to be helped. She's not listening to instruction. She's not understanding that people are needing her help. She's not. If you're unable to be helped, how can you? The only people that aren't getting dropped are Blake and Ryan. Probably because they're paying their lawyers so much money. But they can't help her. She's not following orders, I guarantee you. So she's lost all of her lawyers now. And then the next day she's posting, this is now on Friday, she's talking about how she's lost, she's getting kicked out of even more bars. And she's posting now a text message between her and her realtor. And she goes, another one bites the dust. My old friend, client, and realtor, and text messages where the realtor, she says to the realtor, no one has hurt me more than you. Pathetic. Forget my name and pay me. And the realtor goes, then stop posting. Blocked. Goodbye, Kelley. And then she writes to the realtor, pay me, bitch. Wow, you are so cute. Dumb bitch. To her old friend and realtor. Like, okay. Then, and that was on, Friday, but then it like doesn't end, right? Saturday, she decides that she's going to, I guess out of desperation, I would imagine, she's now putting it on Venmo. She's putting up her Venmo, and she decides that she's going to start charging on Venmo for people to start paying her, public people to start paying her for services. Okay. This is in the state that she's in. She decides that she says, here's my Venmo on the screen before. Let's have more fun. $1,000 for a coffee date with me. $2,000 for a dinner date. $3,000 I make you dinner. What? $4,000 a weekend with me in my favorite spot on earth. $5,000 a date. Therapy, calls, my personal number. $6,000 best friend for life. $7,000 a trip to my next meeting. $8,000 Mentorship with me, 9,000, 6 months of coaching, 10,000 wild card, 1 million my hand in marriage. What is happening? This is a mother. A mother. Okay. But clearly she's desperate for money and she's making $10,000 a month from Scott. So where is this money going? To the bar, right? I think to the bar. So that's on Saturday. I don't even know what continues on Saturday because it's my show. It's going on. But then last night, it's going. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit, unless she deleted it. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what's happening last night on our Instagram stories. Saturday night, she posted a FaceTime with Scott. She posted a FaceTime with Scott, a video of a FaceTime with her ex-husband, Scott. She screen recorded it where she's crying on a FaceTime with him. There's no volume, but like, what? And then 2 seconds later, she's at a bar and she's drinking again. Like nothing is helping her case here. And in the FaceTime, it says, help me in big writings. Okay, let's watch a little bit of her Instagram stories so I can like show you what's going on here. This is her oldest son, I believe. And it just says, I love you, Nacho. And she posted on her stories something. She goes, don't forget me, fella. So she posts these things about her kids, like, don't forget me, fella. Mama loves you, even when she is the outsider. And it breaks your heart because it's so sad. Because if any other story, you would say like, oh my God, let this mother see her son. But you realize that she is, oh my God, she's live right now. I can't do lives on the desktop. Don't leave me to watch her live. She's going to end up saving it.
Okay. Send him around back.
Oh my God, are we going to do this right now? Who's here?
Seriously, dude. Wow. Got these at the farm stand. Made those. Almost done with this. Come on.
It froze. It froze. Are we just going to do this all day? You guys are DMing me too. Okay, I'm going to put it on.
Come on now.
Half of you guys are watching me and this. It keeps freezing. I'm going to put it down on silent and then I'll watch it. But if something crazy happens, 2,000 people are watching it. Like, people can't get enough of it because it seems so crazy. It keeps freezing. All right, let's see what happens. She's staying in a new house, but I'll keep showing you guys her Instagram stories while. Okay. Who's at her house, you guys? Yeah, you'll tell me if something happens. Oh my God, Debbie, I'm on my iPad with Donna and phone with Kelley. We're watching a show, Lisa Michelle. I'm scared for her too. Wait, who's there? Are those her kids?
Get back in your car, please. It's Gary. Send Gary. Is there a reason, Scott? What is it? Scott, this is actually really cruel to our children. Hi, guys. I love you so much.
They just want to say they love you and give you a hug. So please let them do that.
Walk away, dude.
I'm not coming anywhere.
Walk away. Come to the back.
It keeps freezing.
All right, you guys. This is all your father's choice.
Why are we watching this? Tell me, is it over? I'm going to just keep it on silent. I don't know how to handle that. Is she yelling? Oh my God, you guys, what is going on? Why do I feel like I'm in this family? I may delete part of this for the video, for like the replay, right? Should I delete part of this video for the replay? I think I'll take this off for the audio. This was like a live breaking news situation. I feel like we're all traumatized watching it. It's Scott and his brother, Rachel. She's crying watching this, hugging them. The fact that she's doing this on live and not doing it, recording it for herself, for her attorneys, for her people is the problem. She's doing it for the public, which is very, very scary. This is not a public moment. The fact that the world is seeing this and not just her attorney or like the parent system or the judge, the court system is so insane for my brain to like wrap. Like, for your life, her kids are going to have this on camera. Are you kidding me? Like, I want to die. For life, her kids are going to have it. Like, as adults, her kids are going to have this on camera. Like, could you guys die? I could die. I'm a child of divorce, like a real bad divorce too. I had to see my parents do the same, like yelling and screaming, like fighting on my property. Get the fuck out of my house, like that kind of stuff. I would die if this was on camera. Gary, never sleep again, she's saying to Scott's brother. Gary, never sleep again. Karma will come for you. Scott is hugging her daughter, his daughter. Scott said, I love you to Kelley. Scott said, I love you. Wow. Scott said, I love you, Kelley. She is performing. She's like doing it very performatively. This is a wild thing to see. Wow, 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 wow. Now she's sitting on the floor, just hysterical crying. I'll show you guys now what's happening. They left. That was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm truly not even joking. I had no idea that was going to happen during my show. Comments are off. No one can say a word. I am truly like, so no one can even say like, but every single person can say, get help, get help, get help. You're sick. You need help. You need help. And she would not take the advice. She's on the floor, hysterically crying, like creating a massive scene for herself. She's the victim. Her kids are not the victim in her mind. She's the victim. Oh, one person writes, my heart is breaking for you. My heart is not breaking for Kelley Wolf right now, sadly. Is anyone else feeling that way? My heart is not breaking for Kelley Wolf right now in this moment. My heart is breaking for her kids.
No. Do not cry for me. Cry for them. Cry for the children.
Don't cry for me, cry for the children.
A rule of law that allows this to happen. We should all be.
Okay, I can't. Bye. I can't now. I can't with her bullshit now. Okay. Anyway, that was too much for me. We all need a shot of tequila after that. No, we don't. After Kelley's alcoholism. Okay. Wow. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Sister Wives. Lil Nas X. I'm not even going to show you our Instagram stories after that. That was too much for us. Are we okay? Can we do a collective hug? Yeah, let's move on and talk about Sister Wives. Let's do a Sister Wives trailer. I don't even care if I get a copyright issue. Let's find that Sister Wives trailer and laugh at Cody right now. Can we? Can we do a serious laughing moment? Wow. Wow. Was way too much for us. Are we okay? Are we okay? I'm not. I'm actually really not okay. I want to give you guys all another hug. Can we go back to Doserslive? Oh my God, my friend sold Cody a car last year. Was it his white sports car? Okay, let's watch this, okay? You ready? Let's have fun with this.
On Sister Wives. I have never done speed dating before. Yes.
So just do that when you walk in tonight.
What's your love language?
My love language is physical touch. He's handsome, so there's that.
You and Cody could hang out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We need to go back to this. Look at this moment. I want this to be my screensaver. Look at that. It's like freaking Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You guys, it's thing 1 and thing 2. What are they called? Which one? Look, let's play FMK, right? Which one would you rather? Which one would you rather shtup? Josh, I'm glad you're back. Which one would you rather shtup, marry, or K? Or off? Okay? Which one? I don't know. They're both pretty bad, I have to say, in this moment. Let's keep going.
Hold on, come on.
Oh my God, Cody makes that face when he drives.
I think I need to get out.
Yeah, you
Change
do.
up your hair a little bit, a kind of a new Janelle.
We talked about the spiritual divorce, and I think I'm ready.
I love that you're doing this, Janelle.
I got another one of those emails from some woman asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family.
Robin's pissed.
Cody called. He said that somebody wants a couple pieces of the property.
Does your money ever go into his hands?
It better not go through his hands.
Are we still talking about Coyote Pass? When will it end?
We're going to close on Coyote Pass soon.
This is bull. I'm not selling this land until everything is perfectly fair and we do this the right way. Sorry.
It's a standoff at the Coyote Pass final showdown.
Is this Janelle before or after her makeover? Because honestly, I will never see Janelle after a makeover. Like, she'll never look different, honestly. Coyote passed on. Coyote has passed away. Oh my God, are they going to fight at Coyote Pass?
There's been more effort put into creating pain, and
Her eyebrows got bigger.
hurting each other makes me angry.
Oh, angry.
I would love healing with Mary. I would love healing with Janelle. I would love healing with Christine.
No one's healing with that hair.
I don't want to talk to Cody ever again.
Make it two of us.
How much longer until you just realize that he's an ass?
He wants to see me. I really want to tell him that we'll never be friends.
I wanted to apologize.
What the hell happened to his hair? You guys, what happened to Cody's hair? I didn't think it could get worse, but like truly what happened? Is this before or after Special Forces? What happened to Cody's hair?
I said I didn't love you. That wasn't true.
Is there any part of you that would ever go back?
This is the first diverse person I've ever seen on Sister Wives. I swear to God, I don't think we've ever had an Asian person on Sister Wives. I'm so glad that we finally brought some diversity to Sister Wives. Truly. I mean, finally they came to the times. Thank you, TLC. Thank you so much, TLC. Jeez.
Go back to Cody?
I'm not trying to make us back together in any way, Mary.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Okay. Okay, Taylor. I wish he says like ever.
Listen, I have this wife. Her name is Robin, and she would never let me do anything naughty. As bad as I want to do it.
I think we need to do that one again. I think we need to do that again. Did you guys see that? Hold on. We really needed this laugh.
Never let me do anything naughty. As bad as I want to do it.
She won't let me do anything bad and naughty ever again. I can't even do it. Oh my God, that was crazy. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my God, that was so good. Can't wait for that shit. We need it. We need it so bad in our lives. The final story of today is, well, I have two little stories. I'm not going to do the Lil Nas X. We've already done a little too sad of a story. So let's do Brittany Cartwright's new boyfriend. Brittany Cartwright, Jax's biggest concern, really fast, Jax Taylor's biggest concern was that Brittany Cartwright is into African-American men. And guess what? I think he was right. Brittany Cartwright dated a black man before she dated Jax. Brittany Cartwright's first guy that she hooked up with after Jax was a black man. And Brittany Cartwright's second now boyfriend is also a black man. I think Brittany Cartwright likes a man with a darker skin. I get it. Jax, sorry, dude. You're just not that kind of guy. You're not her type. Sorry. Brittany Cartwright's new boyfriend, though, unfortunately, is also married. Brittany Cartwright does not have a good picker. That's the problem. She picks handsome men who are the wrong guys. Either they're in the friend group, they're cheaters and cokeheads, or they're married. The wife of the Valley Star's new beau took to social media over the weekend to blast her husband, Jacina Stanko. Well, that's a name. Jacina Stanko. Wow, you guys. This is her with this guy. And she, over the weekend, was with him. They went to some sort of like robot situation. I don't know what that is. And it's called Narwhal Robot. I don't even know. She has this new boyfriend that she's kind of hanging out with. And I guess Kristen Doty likes him. And the girl that they were talking about it in some video, and the girl that is married to him, Jacina Stanko, wrote about him. His name is Brandon Hansen, says, he's my husband. That man is married. When a follower quipped if Stanko dated Hansen too, she clarified, I married him. You know him? Mm-hmm. And a source explains to Page 6 that the relation status is a lot more complex. It comes at a time they're both experiencing similar life changes. He's going through a divorce, they say, and he and his ex have been separated. We're told that she and the guy, who have appeared to have known each other for a while, reconnected well after he had been already separated. So technically he's separated, but allegedly his girl, Stanko, I can't get enough of that, is not very happy about it because she clearly still said that, he's married. So clearly she was not very happy about the fact that he was out with Brittany. Anyway, Brittany needs to probably do a credit check, a marriage check, and a drug test anytime that she gets into a relationship. Don't you think? I would never date another person before doing all of those things, Stanko. I would also, that would suck if your last name was Stanko. No offense. There's some bad last names. I mean, my maiden name is bad. But anyway, I'm just trying to make you guys laugh after that horrible story. I just can't get over that story. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sorry for triggering a lot of you guys. But I don't think that he's married like in the same house. It doesn't feel like, but still, it's bad enough. Like, poor thing. She meets another guy. They're out and about. Everyone's happy. And then this girl comes in and is like, he's still my husband. Maybe. Oh, and another TikTok comment I got. I did a video a little while ago where I was like, Brittany Cartwright's accent is wild. She's like, I'm date night. I go Jax. I go date night. Boobs. The whole thing. And someone commented and said, I used to babysit for her. She plays it up for the camera. I said, I would like details, please. I want all the details. I want to know exactly what it's like to babysit for Brittany Cartwright. So I'm waiting to get details from this girl, and hopefully I will find out everything about all of the what it was like to babysit for Brittany Cartwright. But apparently she plays up her accent for the camera. All right, you guys, I adore you so much, boobs, Jax. And I hope everyone had a great date night and Monday. And I love you guys. I'm sorry about having that experience on the show here. And let me know if you think I need to delete it for the live stream. Can you guys let me know in the comments right now if I need to delete it? Baby Wrigley's inside sleeping, but I did take the cutest photo of all life, and I posted it on my Instagram stories last night. But because Baby Wrigley is inside sleeping, oh, and you guys keep asking me about her breed, and I don't have her breed yet because we are waiting from the DNA test. So when I find out her breed, I will definitely let you guys know. We're waiting from the Wisdom panel. We did it through Wisdom. But look at this picture that I took of Wrigley yesterday. You're gonna pass out and die. Well, don't do that. But look at these pictures. What's the best one? This is the best one. And then I'm going to let you guys go and do your thing and enjoy the rest of your Monday. There's Wrigley. Sweet, sweet Riggs. I would delete for the kids. Okay, I will delete it. All right, I love you guys. Or maybe I'll put a trigger file. Trigger. Wait, what do you guys think? I should delete, save it in your files just in case. Don't delete. Don't delete. Keep it, delete, don't delete. Oh, you guys. What should I do? I'll think about it. Look at that, Riggs. Look at that face. All right, I'm going to do a trigger warning, I think. And I'll put timestamps on today's episode. How about I do that? So you guys can just completely skip ahead. How about that? All right. I appreciate all of you guys so much. I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Mañana. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Bye.